Good afternoon, Urban Rivals. This is Mango, and I'm back from a couple of weeks of not doing videos. I think I'll go back and try to do a video where I get a couple of all the characters in that I've missed, but I was so excited for this week that I just decided to do this first video of these four people. New cards this week is Saki, Muntindon, Orinchi, and Elizabeth. Let's go first to Lisbeth. Hmm. Not sure if I should read these, keep reading those, or just try to spend more time talking on the card. I think I'll go with talking on the card. She's rare. She's 5-star. And she's worth 90,000 coins. Most overpriced card at the moment, I think. At 5 stars, she's a 6 and a 4, and her ability is what makes her so special. Her power and damage +3. Currently, it's the strongest ability so far. There's no courage attached to it. There's no stops attached to it. There's just power and damage +3. It's just the best ability ever. Taking that into consideration, however, she has the best ability ever. She also has the worst stats of a 5-star that I have seen in a long time. Example, the Junks have Pearl, who's a 7 and a 3. But she's a 5-star, and she's suck. But Elizabeth, she's a 6 and a 4. If you add in her bonus, or her ability, she becomes a 9 and a 7. Now, 9s and 7s are not that impressive. There's lots of cards out there with 9s and 7s. There's Airpito, there's Luis, there's Aya from Frozen, and Aya has a lot of mind game potential as well. Luis has DR. The thing that sets Elizabeth apart is that she's in the Piranha clan. Now, if she was in any other clan, except if she was not in the Piranha or the Nightmare, if she was in any other clan, she would be maybe 10 grand coins. Maybe. However, she has a stop opponent's bonus, which takes out a good 80% of the SOA that you're going to see in the game. The other 20% is cards with SOA as an ability, and while they're used a lot, they're not, as popular. And when somebody builds an ELO deck, per se, they'll have 1 or 2 cards with SOA. And if your opponent gets a bad draw, no SOA against Elizabeth. So, obviously, SOA is her huge weakness. She becomes a 6 and a 4 for a 5-star, and that's just all sorts of stupid. But with her ability, and she does get her ability most of the time. As I said, she stops with her bonus. She stops all the SOA, the Geist and Roots, and the only thing she's worried about is SOA as an ability, which you won't see very often. With her ability, she's a 9 and 7, which is a good card. The thing about her 9 and 7, I think that makes her so special, is that she doesn't have any courage, or confidence, or revenge, or anything like that. She's like Louise in that regard. She doesn't need a certain turn to play on. She's playable every single turn. So, she's really good. She's a really good card. 8 out of 10 because her SOA is just, her weakness is just really, really, really bad. Really bad. I mean, I just can't emphasize how much SOA ruins this card. I mean, there's some cards in the past who get, like, who have, like, plus life per damage, and, you SOA them. That's a lot of potential gone. You SOA Elizabeth, she's not a card anymore. She's not a 5-star. She's like a bad 3-star. So, that's my thoughts on Elizabeth. Ridiculously overpriced. Don't buy her. She's not worth that. Not at all. The Piranha have other more stable 5-stars, Selma and Dahlia, who go much better with the Piranha's pill manipulation. So yeah, thoughts on her. Next up we have, if my computer screen will load. Man, this happens often, too often. Ah, Muntindon. When I first saw this, I just thought Nintendo. Um, Apparently his only customer is Satori. Taste of hair in his ramen. Ugh. Ugh, ugh, ugh. Ha! Wow. I've not read the comments, but, this is Muntindon. Wow. Let's go back over here. I like coming over here. He's just a 2-star 7-2. Now, his ability is a stop ability. It's a stop attack manipulation ability. And there are a couple things important about this. One, attack manipulation. Fang Pai Clang need attack, good attack manipulation, like 12 or higher. And so, the fact that he has 12 attack manipulation, very, very, very good. But however, there's also Yumi to consider, who's a 6-2 confidence, attack plus 12. She also has a stipulation put for her attack plus 12, but she gets it on a lot more than Muntindon would, as he only gets it against stop. He, however, does have one more power. So, I mean, he's on the level of Yumi. Kusuri and Chan, both way better than Muntindon. But if you're doing mono Fang Pai Clang and you want a stop card because they don't have that many stop cards, you might as well put him in instead of Yumi. Not a big changer, just some options for the Fang Pai Clang. I'm gonna give him a 7 out of 10 because, as I said, not a game changer, but definitely is fighting Yumi for the 3rd place 2-star. Alrighty. Next, we're gonna go to Saki, if it'll load. Wow. Sorry, guys. There we go. I don't know why I'm coming over here because I'm not really reading these. Well, I'm reading them, but the nose breaking sequence, that's gotta hurt. Yo-Yo level Asian. This card, coming back over here to the presets. Actually, it's pretty funny. The person who does the presets, White Dragon, mentioned him before and stuff. He was a little late today. He didn't wake up. See, look right down here. Didn't wake up. Well, anyway, back to Saki. She is the best card of the release, in my opinion. She is the most spectacular. She is a 7 and a 4, and automatically right there, boom, 7 and a 4, and an all-stars. That's automatically a great card. That's, with their bonus, it wins like a 60 to 70% majority of her battles, because there's not very many cards with 9 power, and there's the highest you can go is 8, and she'll beat 8. And the great thing about her is, instead of going above 8 power, she'll take 8 power down to 6 power. And if you know anything about the ELO metagame, taking somebody down is always way better and more useful than overpowering. But 7-4, beautiful stats, beautiful, perfect stats. But the thing I like about her, copy opponent bonus. I've used a couple of these cards in the past, and they're amazingly versatile. There's no cards in the game except for the skills. Skills are the one clan. Well, no, I take that back. Skills, roots, and Geist. Because, I mean, you copy your opponent's bonus, which is SOA, but you got stopped, so it doesn't really matter. Those 3 clans, the only types of cards that really mess copy opponent bonus up. But I haven't seen very much of Geist lately. And if there's no Geist, then there's usually no skills. So Saki, really, really, really amazing card. I'm gonna give her a 9 out of 10, but only because I would give her a 10 out of 10. But she has just a lot of competition. She's got Rob CR, who is the best card to take others' power down. Basically a 10 and 4, except not. If he plays 7 power, that's a 5 versus 2. That's literally the best attack game that you're going to get if you have 5 power and they have 2. So, I mean, there's Rob CR, there's Randy, who's got a lot of damage and decent power. Randy has a couple of weaknesses, you know. Cards like Tula or any other minus opponent power. See right here, minus opponent power. So he's got those weaknesses. But he and Saki are probably, in my opinion, tied for second. Mainly because she's got a lot of versatility, but he has damage. Also, there's Karen, who's also a 7/4, but she has a stop opponent ability, which means her usefulness is very, very limited. But still, good card. I mean, you can use Saki and Karen, and it's awesome. Last, but not least, I guess, is Orinchi. She was engaged to Iniki's brother before he got murdered. So, she's decided to join forces with Iniki in the Montana clan. She's common. She's gonna be cheap. There's not very much I really can say about her. 6 and 6, 4-star, with -2 opponent damage 1. I mean, the Montana kind of have a little DR, a little theme of DR going with Spiaggi, what is her, Octavia, and their new 5-star who recently came out. What's his name? Crap, can't remember his name. I use him too. I'll come back to him. But anyway, they have a lot of pretty decent DRs. I mean, she's not going to be a bad 4-star. 6 and 6 is good. With her bonus, it makes her just basically have like 2 extra pills if you get above the minimum of 8. And with her DR, I mean, you either get hit with 6 damage or you're going to lose 2 of your own damage. So I mean, there's nothing really particularly bad about Orenichi. I'm just going to use Desmond like 100% of the time over her, because with cards like Uranus in Elo, her damage potential is completely gone. And Clover, also out, damage potential gone. And Desmond is a 7 and a 5, and just there's nothing that can touch him. Like, he's got protection of his power and of his damage, so he's good against all stars, pussycats, all the DRs, all the attack manipulations, just a whole lot more solid. And then I'll probably use EdCR over her as well, because the Montana don't have very much SOB, and I pick him so that I can stop whatever opponent's bonus that I need to. So I'm gonna give her a 6 out of 10, just because she's gonna fit into some certain decks, but not competitive Montana decks probably. Although she does work well with Moses, the 3-star that got released recently. So I mean, Urban Rivals may be trying to get some cards for Montana that'll work well together. So, you know, look in the future for, I don't know, probably they're gonna put a 5-star with I don't know, maybe 7 and 6 with no, they already have a 7 and 6 with DR. So I mean, I don't know. Just look out for maybe another 4-star, another 5-star that'll help Orinchi out. Well, that's it for this review. I think I may go do some other reviews, maybe speed review on the other few weeks that I've missed, because there's really not much to talk about in those. And there wasn't that too much, but to talk about this one. Saki, delicious, delicious, I love it. And then Lisbeth, overpriced, don't buy her. But yeah, this is Mango Yui signing out.